No, Jeff. Actually, I tried streaming here with DX11, and with yesterday's beta update, they kind of screwed that all up. So DX11 I cannot stream in. However, we are back in DX9. Right now, I'm sitting here in Medford, and we are going to be going down to Bakersfield. George, how's it going? That buffering, it was probably me. Tried to stream the game in DX11, and of course, right now, DX11, well, you kind of can't play the game in full screen mode, so OBS said I wasn't streaming anything. Yeah, well, that was a problem. So, but anyways, we are out in the W900, and without any further waiting, let's just climb in and get going. I am tired of having problems. Junior, what is up today? Brenton, how's it going? And underneath the hood, we do have a come apart N14. And before I go any further, alright, there we go. That's probably a mod issue, George, because I am not having any issues. More than likely, probably an outdated trailer mod. Are you running mods, Jeff, or not? Because anytime that you are crashing and you are running mods, you're going to want to try on a clean profile without any mods, and that way you are able to verify if the problem is with the base game or if it's with mods. And 99% of the crashing is caused by mods. I'm not saying that to be a jerk or anything. It's just how it is, actually. I mean, that's what crashing is related to. I know something. I never even adjusted these mirrors either because I was pretty much not gonna stream today because second day in a row that we were under tornado watches, but actually everything got cleared out of here, so I figured, okay, we're gonna fire it up and get going. And then the full screen issue with DX11, I would have thought they would have gotten that fixed today. Apparently not. And let me just get my mirrors adjusted here very quickly, and that's all that I needed. I mean, I know he's been updating some of his mods, George, but unless you are actually running the version that he updated to, you don't need to update the mods. And your mods could be up to date, Jeff, but that could be the reason for the crashing too. Always try on a clean profile, and then test your mods 1 or 2 at a time. one thing with JazzyCat mods, even though they are very good mods, you want to know why I do not run them, George? And Joshua, I am using TrackIR. And I don't have the Track Clip Pro, I just have the one that comes in, so I am wearing a baseball cap. Exactly, George. Ain't nothing against JazzyCat personally. His mods are great, but his models are very high poly. Pretty much the worst part that I had setting it up was trying to figure out where to go to download the drivers. It has not so far as of yet, Jeff. I'm still running a 1070 and I'm not having any issues whatsoever, really. And my card, literally, I get a nice little frame rate bump, at least on DX11. What we're hauling on the back on the container right now is a power generator. We had picked this up at Plaster & Sons, and we're actually delivering this to another Plaster & Sons. If you're going to be running multiplayer, you really can't run any mods. So if you're going to run single player, and I'm not going to recommend stuff, especially right now since there's an open beta going on. So many mods are incompatible. So, I mean, there are some trucks that are updated, but like accessories and things like that, I'm not even going to get into that. That's probably a safe way to go, Josh, as I really don't even know when 135 is going to go public. And with as many problems as they're still having with DX11, I could see this being in open beta for another few weeks. And the one that I always do recommend mod-wise is Creechbomb's engine mod, version 2.7. And That's what I am running today in the W9. Beyond that, I mean, it's going to be personal preference. They sound extremely different, George, trust me. You will know the difference if you hear it. No, it wouldn't be crashing because you don't have Oregon, Jeff. Have you tried verifying the game files, or have you been like going back and forth between 135 and 134? Have you tried verifying your game files recently? I do know when I have been jumping back and forth, I've always verified game files before I go, especially going from 135 to 134, because of how much has changed between the two versions. And you know what I forgot to do on this truck? I am still running the W900 accessory mod from P379JP. Guess who forgot to change the stacks on this thing? Instead of putting big old 8-inch stacks on there, we still have the default trucks. I would try that first, Jeff, is verifying game files, and are you running a truck mod? Alright, that could be why. What mods are you running for the W9? I have the El Cheapo train horns today, George. And yes, I am not pulling off the interstate just to make a switch to the stacks. We'll get that completed down in Bakersfield, and that's if I go that way. Otherwise, I'm not going to worry about it. I would remove those to see if you crash. Remove them one at a time. And more than likely, I'm going to guess it's an accessory mod that is doing it. So go ahead and give that a remove, Jeff, and see if you still crash. Hey, LeVar, what is up? Actually, the past couple of days, I have been dodging raindrops and tornadoes. And that's because if you are running DX11 there, George, literally in DX9, it is old technology. It's very CPU intensive. As you get to DX11, more and more stuff is moved onto the graphics card instead of the CPU. So that's why you're getting the frame increase. And also, it's just a newer technology. And I would imagine once Windows 7 goes bye-bye and Steam stops official support for that, the game might move to DX12 or even Vulkan. But they got to get DX11 done first before anything else. More than likely a sound mod, Jeff? Or it could be related to a truck engine also, especially if that truck is a mod. They can't release Washington until 135 goes public there, LeVar. I'll tell you that right now. They won't release it until then. DX11 is a newer technology, George, and actually takes better use of your graphics card than DX9. I'm going to say at least another week. It could be longer. I mean, without having any word from SCS on what's going on, I mean, that's just speculation. And yes, Jeff, if you are running like an accessory mod, one that maybe worked on 134 but not so sure on 135, I do have dashboards that no longer work on 135. It will work on DX9, but if you move to DX11, boom, game crashes. It's the same way with truck mods for me right now. So I would be looking at that or run the game in DX9 to see if it still crashes. If it does not crash in DX9 but it crashes in DX11, the mod is going to need to be updated. that unusual for you, George, or not really? And that could be any number of things, Jeff. As I mentioned, this goes back to mod testing on a different profile. That's why I definitely have more than one reason for this, and also a separate profile if I'm ever in Truckers MP. I do have a profile set up specifically for mod testing. That's the one that I'm currently running on here. So it's a mod testing and open beta that I am doing here. So, and I am still running only a handful of mods, nothing like I normally would on my regular profile. And if you don't have a second profile set up already, it's actually very easy. You can have multiple profiles and name it like mod/beta testing, and get a program called Cheat Engine. There are lots of videos already on YouTube on how to use it to give yourself tons of money and tons of XP. I'll give you a little secret. How do you think I got $3 billion on this profile? That would be why. Cheat Engine. Oh my goodness, almost was not paying attention again. Holy shnikes. I really need to wake up. Remove your mod, Steven, and you should be alright then. Andrew, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Alright, Coda, keep it on the road. Have you started a completely brand new profile? Have you verified your game integrity? Which mod is that, George? Yes, Andrew, I am currently on 1.35. However, because of the beta update yesterday, it screwed up DX11. It will not run in full screen on that any longer. I am running on DX9 today. Yes, I did see that. There were several, well, the blog post today about Seattle, they picture it, and it was in one of the previous blogs too, I believe. I think I know which one you're talking about, George. I believe those might be Wilson 212 engines. Is the picture like a silver by chance? Either Wilson 212 or McKnight, I believe, might be the mod creator. Yeah, I know exactly which mod that you are talking about. I haven't tried it, but if I have looked at it, and I thought the sounds on there were based off of Creechbomb's engines. Well, at least Creechbomb sounds. I don't have it currently on this truck, guys, but if you do run Sissel's Mega Pack, and if you do like running a GPS in that lower left front corner of the windshield, you are going to be very surprised when you look at his most recent update. It's kind of hard to see in the daytime, at least for me, but yeah, there's a very good hint of what's going to be coming. Well, the louder the better, that's what I say. Does it work fine in ETS2, AJ? Have you checked to make sure that you are running the latest drivers and the firmware is updated, and also that the wheel is compatible with PC? Well, that was a boo-boo. We got ourselves a driving award for speeding. And the reason for that, yeah, I was in the wrong lane. I never should have been out there in the hammer lane. Yeah, we'll take the shortcut through the building this time instead of driving the whole way around. Alright, keep it right side tight there, Coda. There we go. 18 speed at rear ends are 330. You know, I am very curious, since that boat was mentioned. Let's see, can we find it? Nope, just the service boat. The other one hasn't been, at least it hasn't gone active yet, maybe, unless it's named something different. Either way, not that big of a deal. Let's see, what else do we got here? We need cargo market. Yeah, we would have to run all the way out there in order to pick that up. No, we're not. Although that's where most of the loads are at anyway, so yeah, might as well. mean, I am very surprised that there was nothing out of Sunshine Crops here down by the Peterbilt dealer. But then I don't think any of that would be shipped in a container either, which is probably why I didn't see any. 18 speed. You know, the funny part is someone gets in an 18 here in the game, they think they need to split every single gear. No, that's not needed. Not for your regular loads, at least. Hey Nathaniel, how's it going today? And welcome to the live stream. Pretty well, thank you so much for asking. Starting out on the high side, was he starting on a downgrade or something? Tom, how's it going this afternoon? Thanks for joining in. Hey, right there, that would be nice and easy. Now, was he extremely light or was he loaded? Wow, this thing was slow turning coming around there. Ah, now I can see why he was starting in the top side. There was no point in being on the low side. Now do we get an actual looking container? How about that? It's been a while since we hauled one that actually filled up the trailer. Depending on which way you were going, yeah, it's not very long to go from Bend to Dales. To the Dales at least, that's for sure. I appreciate that, Tom. A couple of things have changed. Right now, I am not running triple monitors. One of my 24 inchers went out, so what I did was, even I still would be able to, but right now I've got a 24 inch on the right side and a 27 inch gaming panel sitting right in front of me. So a little bit of an upgrade, still gonna upgrade a little bit more, get another 24 inch gaming panel to my left side. or just upgrade everything to 27 inches. Maybe move to 1440. I'm not sure yet. Alright, we've got the TH8A from Thrustmaster, and sitting on top we've got the Mega Shifter from Tech Affliction. Being a former driver who had to know how to shift these trucks, I did not want to run a Slush-O-Matic, so yeah. Yeah, keep going, Chippy. You're not gonna get me. Yeah, that my brother is the same way. He started out in a cab over with Schneider. So yeah, that's one of the one of the trucks you pretty much had to use a clutch in with all that linkage. But now he is in a automatic. So he comes home and wants to play this game. I don't switch it to automatic for him. He tries to shift without the clutch, and all he does is grind things to high heaven. Thank goodness it's not a real truck, otherwise there would be teeth missing off of the transmission. That is a mod from the workshop, Tom, that gives you backlighting for the dashboard, 2 colors, either green or blue. We're gonna make a little detour here. I never go that way to jump over to 10 anyway. And I normally jump off here, but we're gonna go up another couple of exits. Yeah, we can definitely tell we're still in a beta when the trucks all here at the dealership have trailers attached to them. And what I'm doing here, I am just making one change to the truck, and boom, there we go. Put some 8-inch stacks on here instead of the good old factory exhaust. Guess who went the wrong way? Yeah, I should have made a left, not a right. Oh, Coda, you are so stupid. I'm sure if I didn't have my head attached, I'd be losing that too. And when is this load due anyway? Oh, yeah, we still have a full day to get over to Phoenix. Sightseeing trip. Hey, Martin, how's it going today? I'm sorry to hear that. I've seen that happen before to yours truly. Go to a clean profile, start adding your mods in one or two at a time. Test in the same area where you are currently crashing at. Now, by chance, are you running the Utility 3000R mod from Drill Modding that's on the workshop? there's your problem right there. And let me guess, you're hauling peanuts, and you are just randomly crashing anywhere near going down the road. All of a sudden, the game just up and quits on you. What you want to do, Martin, is go ahead and sell that trailer and deactivate the mod. That is what's causing you to crash more than likely. That's probably not causing the crash. What trailer were you running? The utility 3000R at the time? Okay, I thought you might have been running that 3000R. It is possible, even if you have that mod activated, that it could cause crashing. Deactivate that utility and see if it still happens. Otherwise, I would have no idea. Brayden, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream. doing too bad today. I'm just relaxing, having a pretty good drive, and yeah, other than that, all the bad weather is east of me, so yay, we're in the clear for the night. Pennsylvania. Whoa, that was nifty. Thomas, how's it going today? Crap, did you guys see that sign? 2.5 miles and we're running into a chicken coop. Either or, Thomas, I don't have any problem with either one of them. He dropped a message into the SCS forums on his thread the other day, He said he's about 90% complete with the update for 1.35. And you were looking for something that has kind of like an entry-level force feedback. If that's what you're looking for, Thomas, there's a couple of different options there. You're looking either at the Thrustmaster T150 or the TMX. Those not going on sale generally run around $200. If you were looking at a Logitech wheel, you're looking at the G29 or the 920. As of late, those wheels have been running right around $220. And both of them, either one, Thrustmaster or Logitech, they both will work for the game. More than likely, it is not Martin. And I don't even know when the Lone Star is going to be dropping. The rumor is the dealership in Reading is going to be a Freightliner dealer. And if we are getting a truck, I mean, SCS has not mentioned it. However, they did mention a dealership. Now, could it be that the truck is staying private until 135 goes public? I mean, that could be a very good possibility. And, whoops, might want to take the right exit here, Coda. Miles. How's it going today? I had my eyes peeled to my TV earlier. Second day in a row that we were under tornado watches, and along with some very bad weather coming through. Hey Javi, how's it going today? Alright, what else do we got here in Phoenix? And where can we go? That's actually a good one right there, going some dry milk from Phoenix Freight to Alamogordo. If I was going to be buying a truck for my own personal use, KW all the way. Not doing too bad at all. It's probably, since the rain went through, maybe like 65 here and got rid of all the humidity in the air. It's actually quite comfortable outside. what haven't they done a simulator on there? Because I have absolutely no idea, Martin. Oh, what's this? Are we lucky to get a straight end back here? Well, pretty much. Oh, Coda, quit serpentining. And yeah, look at that. Pretty much, I do not know how to back up today. They can actually do that here in the game already, Martin, but of course you're not able to have the dump bed go up and actually slide the load out either. What do we got this one? Just another plain old container. Hey, this one's gray. A little bit better match to the truck. And now the truck decides to be stupid again. Now, what do you mean by motion action there, Martin? Hey Zach, how's it going this evening? Ah, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Hey Beagle, how's it going today? And different game engines, Martin. And plus also Farm Simulator has the backing of literally a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm awesome like a possum. Thanks so much for asking. Yeah, a lot of my truck mods, some work, others do not. Basically, today was just literally a cluster with things trying to get started. A beta update yesterday kind of screwed DX11 to where it will not run in full screen mode. You're basically in a window. Tried to start out streaming like that. Of course, all that got put through was a black screen. So, I mean, that was interesting trying to figure that one out. FTG is a nice guy. I mean, I couldn't watch yesterday. I was underneath a tornado watch till 10 o'clock at night, and literally round after round after round of thunderstorms were coming through my area yesterday. So I had absolutely no way to stream, especially I didn't want to stream and all of a sudden, hey, a tornado's coming, you better get your butt covered. I mean, I didn't want to do that. So, and I wanted to hop in and see what new he had. And if I could actually talk today or any day, it would be a miracle. Even had another tornado watch today. Once the line of storms went through, they dropped it, but it's gonna be the same thing all over again tomorrow too. Start a new profile, add your mods in one at a time, Martin, and go to the same area where you are crashing at. And then once you start crashing again, you will know at least it will be narrowed down to one or two mods that's causing the issue. And I don't even think I am running 10 mods during the stream, and even if that, and I know exactly what they are. It's the interior mod for the W9, which really doesn't affect anything, the dashboard mod, the W900 accessory mod from P379JP, Creechbomb's engine mod. I am not running any graphics mods, that's just a reshade that I am running. What else? I do have GTM's emergency vehicles activated again. New trailers, Andrew? Yes, I'm actually hauling one of them behind me. With 1.35, we are getting B doubles, and those are going to be for pretty much your flatbed dry vans, and then also the chip containers. I believe we're also going to get B doubles here in the skeleton trailers. I'm not exactly sure, don't quote me. Yeah, I'm waiting for P16 to get his real company mod fully updated again, and hopefully that won't be too much longer. You mean the blog today about Seattle? Yes, I did. I look at that blog at least a couple of times every day, Javi, so, I mean, I like to keep up to date on things. I mean, it would have been nice if they would have snuck in a teaser. It's like, hey, Washington's coming by end of July or something like that, but didn't happen. A little bit, Andrew, but most of my gaming is on ATS. What I am really waiting for are truck accessory packs. I mean, I know SES has mentioned they are not going to add them until they get every brand in the game. So the only brands that's missing right now is Western Star and Mac. Hurry up, get those licenses signed. Oh, you don't want to see me, well, I've never actually played Minecraft. If I destroy something, yeah, it's going to stay destroyed. Freightliner license is signed. The only truck that I know of that we're getting so far is the 2018 Cascadia, or the new version. But if you look at the licensing blog post from 2016, they have the original 2016 Cascadia, or actually I believe it came out in 2012 is when that first type of model was released. And I wonder if the rumor is that we are getting a Freightliner dealership in Reading. I wonder if Freightliner's also going to give us the opportunity to drive that older truck and not the new one. And right now, that kind of goes to the same way with the Volvo that we have. The VNL 780 that we currently have in game, no longer in production. That's now in the VNL 760 Globetrotter and the 860 Globetrotter XL. So, I mean, are we going to be getting those trucks? Or did Volvo just say, hey, we're no longer in production, you can have the license now? I mean, I have no idea what's going on there. Yeah, and I really wish I knew what was going on, at least in regards to the trucks. The only thing I can say that I know that's coming, the Lone Star and the 2018 Cascadia. What do you mean by caravans, Andrew? Yeah, the FLD 120, however, Junior is a mod. Since that truck is long out of production, I don't think we would get that. That will stay as a mod. Now, an idea that I've been, well, it wasn't mentioned by me, but one that I would fully support would be a classic truck DLC. I mean, get 2 or 3 trucks together, say a Peterbilt 359, a Kenworth 521, or even go older to a Peterbilt 352 cab over, or one of the international cab overs, or even go back to like an International Eagle 9300. Throw like 3 older trucks together and you release it as a paid DLC with approval from the companies. I believe it wasn't long. The FLD was still in production when the Century class was released, and then the Century took over, and then it went to the Columbia, and then the Columbia was the main truck for a while, and then the older Cascadias were released. And I believe, if I'm remembering, the Century was roughly a production run, maybe 7-8 years, so that would be early 2000. Then the Columbia came over, at another 7-8 years for that one, and then the Cascadias, and I believe that was 2011 when that first came on the market. Well, as long as parts are still available for it, keep going, Zach. That's what I say. And 359 Twin Sticks released a updated video, I believe, last weekend. He finally got his truck running, so that is huge props. Quite a bit long video to watch, but now it pretty much he's got a bunch of interior work to do and still exterior, but that truck is coming along. Yes, I have heard of the bubble nose, or the needle nose for a Kenworth 521, for example. I'm sure if I saw the truck, I would know exactly what you mean there, Jeff. Oh, seeing that Freightliner now owns Detroit engines, I mean, that's basically what their trucks come with. What do you mean by caravan, Andrew? Are you referring to the trailers that are being towed behind cars like a camper? If that's what you're referring to, no, you cannot buy those by default. If someone makes a mod for it, yeah, you probably can that way. Yeah, you can take them in multiplayer, but you cannot own them. And I think he is wanting to own it. there are tons better than mine, Zach. I'll tell you that right now. Raz Gaming, Viper's Peterbilt is in there, but I'm sure you probably already know about that one. Besides that one, I have no idea. I do know the 359 is not in there, but that's made by RTA and a paid mod. What else there is? I mean, I really can't answer because I'm not sure. It's not a bad truck, but I don't think it's anything special. Yeah, the 389 by John Ruda, that is one that I'm actually looking at buying, but I want to see what everything is going to be included with that first. And from what I'm seeing from his Facebook page, he really doesn't have that many pictures of it that I saw as of last week. And the reason for that, Zach, is the Phantom is a highly customized show truck. I'm actually waiting for voice navigation to be implemented. Apparently someone was looking through the config file and there's now options in there for voice navigation, but SCS has not enabled it yet. We're in the W900 today. Yeah, I'm actually waiting to see how that would be implemented. From what I understand, they brought in 2 people, 1 female and 1 guy for the voice recordings. Have a good one, Junior. imagine that's pretty much all it's going to be, Zach, is next stoplight, turn left. It's not going to be giving road names like Google Maps does or anything, even though that is being updated for that, but our GPS does not show road names, at least as of yet. Max Superliner, yeah, I wouldn't mind having that in a classic truck DLC. Andre, how's it going today? Thank you for that compliment. Oh boy, what the heck are you doing, driver? No idea, Sam. Call a contractor. You stupid truck. Yeah, let's just stop when you're halfway into the intersection because the light turned red. Well, if you don't want to sleep, Andrew, there are options in the gameplay settings to turn off the fatigue settings. I actually do that with most of my streams so I don't have to worry about sleeping. Well, even in a multiplayer, Andrew, if you take one of those caravans, you do have to deliver it. Otherwise, you cancel the load and you pay the penalty of $12,000. Now, if you're looking for a mod to run around in single player for one that you do own, there might be one out there, but I'm not sure. Oh, freaking twice I've done that. All because I don't know how to brake. And that's more my fault than anything else. That wasn't the AI. Really? Oh, you must be going straight. I thought you were turning right. And just keep practicing, Wrath. You'll eventually get it. And the parking in the game, for me being a former professional driver, that's hit or miss. And some of these trailers do not turn like they should. Others turn way quicker. The truck's not turning fast enough and things along that nature. It all comes down to physics though, but overall I cannot complain about the game. It's like this truck here, the W9. It turns a whole lot faster in the real world than it does here in the game. So, I mean, that's probably part of why I am doing at least one pull-up every time I back one of these trucks in. What? No, is that not gonna allow me in there? Apparently not. Oh, there it was. It was just a sliver, but Coda. That would have to get boring going back and forth to the same place. Alright guys, I'm going to get on out of here for this Wednesday evening. I do want to thank you for watching. If you are not already subscribed, help the channel grow by clicking on that red subscribe button, then enable notifications if you want to get an email every time I go live or upload a video. If you did enjoy today's content, make sure you leave a thumbs up. My name is Coda. You're watching Amazing ATS. Keep that shiny side up and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.